Yeah, you mentioned how close the field is this season, bar one team, and Red Bull have kind of been the talking point. I just wondered if we could shift onto that because I saw some quotes from you recently that were very interesting. There's been like there seems to always be when a team's dominating, all the other teams, or at least the teams close by, are like, well, maybe there should be a rule change or something. There's that suddenly starts coming out in the media. And I think that I'm paraphrasing exactly, but you said that the show shouldn't be sacrificed just to rein one team in. You've got to keep things genuine. How impressed, first of all, have you been by just how far ahead Red Bull has been, and realistically, how long do you think it will be before they kind of drop back to the rest?
I think they did a good job. I think it's obviously in the moment. I wouldn't call it dominate. They're very strong, but also think part of it is Max. As well. We have to give credit to him as well because he's doing a fantastic job and he's just on top of the wave. Everything can go right for him. And that is sometimes happening. But I'm going back. It's like we had domination for 7 years from Mercedes. We didn't get bored of it. Obviously, everybody complained. We didn't change rules for it. So we need to be fair and people always forget. Be careful what you wish for, because at some stage it could be you in that position, and then all of a sudden they change the rules on you. I want to see if you have the same opinion then, like you have got now. So always, I think you have to. And on these things, I'm very maybe because I've seen a lot of things, and it's like careful what you wish for here, because going back to your question, they will be reined in because the development on the engine is frozen now, except obviously reliability. The cars, to find gains on the cars, it's getting more and more difficult because the rules are stable. As long as we keep the rules stable, as long as we are not doing anything like we did last year, the last minute changing the floor for the next year. So all these things, I don't think they are very good. And obviously, if there is something illegal on the Red Bull, they have to find out. But if it is grey, it needs to be clarified. But it's not like, we need to change the rules now, so we're all starting on a white sheet of paper again. I don't think that we should be doing that, because there will be the point. There is Aston Martin has done a great job. Look at it, where they were last year, where they are now. So why should Mercedes or Ferrari not do the same job in the next 6 months and the next 12 months? So, but that keeps us going. If you always find an excuse for somebody who is winning to make him not to win, that's not a good excuse.
And do you think Red Bull have found a grey area of some sort? Is that the only way you could explain the step, or is that just an example you were given there?
If I would know that there's a grey area, I would use it as well, Lawrence, and I would be as fast as, or we would be as fast as Red Bull. So I don't know. That's the fair answer. I don't know.
Is this a competitive? Go ahead, Lawrence.
No, I was just going to say these regulations. And obviously, we've got the cost cap, we've got the aero testing restrictions, and do you think it will eventually bring everyone closer together, or is it just the nature of F1? You've been in this job for so long now that you always have those teams that are that step ahead.
Yeah, I think it will come together. Will you have completed at any weekend anybody can win? I don't think that will happen in F1, to be honest. But will the cycles of somebody dominating be shorter? I think so, and it will bring the field together. And we have got the perfect example this year already. The 6 teams behind the 4 big ones. How close are we there? You guys don't know how much on pit wall, when you look at it, you're like, wow, a half a tenth, sometimes less than that, decides of 3 or 4 positions. That shows how close it is. So at some stage it will come together, but there will be always somebody doing a better job, and so it should be. I'm not a big believer in that. It's a complete lottery who wins. But I'm a believer in it should change over the years, who is in front and who is not. And but everybody will have the chance, if they do a good job, to come up there to the podium, I would say, within 3 to 5 years.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.